Hi everyone, and welcome to your tarot reading. It's a surprise tarot. I haven't done a tarot on here for a while, and I wanted to come on and just make sure I did a little tarot reading for you. I've got a few professional readings coming up soon, and I thought let me just have a little practice because I haven't done it for a while, and I've missed being with you. So thank you if you're watching. Hi. Always lovely to have you here and joining me. And I'm here reading in the hopes that it will help you, it will make some sense and resonate, and you can take something from it. That's the whole point. I'm multitasking as we're doing this. I've just done a card reading for social media, so I'm just uploading the video. So I'm slightly distracted, but that's my life, multitasking. So let's not shy away from it. Let's not think that this is all perfectly in order. Very much my life is multitasking, and yes, I have several balls in the air at one time juggling. So I wanted to bring something forward today. So I did this little reading, and I was explaining because someone has asked me what is the difference between my intuitive card reading and my tarot card reading. So let's just start with a little frankincense. So I was showing that sometimes I like to burn the actual resin itself. So a lot of people put the resin on a piece of charcoal, which is then easy for burning. But I just like to go straight in and burn it myself. It's classic me. Why have because I think the charcoal gives off a lot of smoke and a lot of frankincense, which is great. But depending on your environment, flat, neighbours, that type of thing, you have to be careful. Fire alarms, you have to be careful with that kind of thing. But I find that sometimes if I just do, it's the same with Palo Santo, I'll just burn it for a second and I'll just get that cleansing, sacred space set up. So that's a piece of frankincense. If you had one of my soul sets, you would have got a little piece of frankincense. Well, actually got quite a few pieces of frankincense resin in your box. So I was explaining the difference between intuitive card reading and tarot. And I'm going to do tarot for you today. So we usually start with the tarot, and I use this tarot deck which was gifted to me. They do say sometimes, it's one of these things, isn't it? Your first tarot pack should have been gifted to you. So this one was gifted to me. And when we're reading tarot, particularly not as in this reading, because this I'll just pick a few cards and read them. When I'm doing a professional reading for you, I have a very specific spread that I use, that I was taught by my tarot teacher to do, and you lay it out in a particular way, and then you read it in a particular way. So you've got past, present, you've got the influences that are around you, you've got a fate line, you've got timing, you've got outcome, you've got subconscious. All of that is in the mix. But what you're doing is you're going through each card and you're explaining the meaning of the card, because each card has meaning. And I'll just pause that for a second. Okay, so I'm back. I've just set that reel to go, so you'll find that on Instagram, and I'll also share that to Facebook. So I'm not on TikTok, or I'm not on other things really. I am on LinkedIn, but I never use it. How about you? What social media are you on at the minute? Because I haven't joined TikTok yet, but lots of people have joined it and I don't know what to do. Whether it would be beneficial. If you find it beneficial, maybe it's short little reels or short little videos that work. But I do enjoy doing a longer video for you for YouTube. So what I'm going to do is do the tarot for you today. I'm going to pick a few cards and see what messages come through. Like I was saying, the tarot has a specific spread if I'm doing a professional read, and intuitively if I'm reading for you, I take the image and I just go with what's coming through, with what's being said. So in this read for YouTube, it's a mix. So it's not a specific layout. It's just a few cards for your entertainment, we have to say. And then I'll pick some tarot, and then I'll get some other clarifiers from some other decks that I have. I'm thinking the light isn't great here, so let me just go and get a light as well. Okay, so let's get on with your reading. Welcome to my YouTube channel. One has fallen out. This one. Oh, another one has fallen out. This one. Okay. So what I do in this read, even though it isn't a particular spread, I take the cards and I read the meaning and I see how the story unfolds. So let's get another couple of tarot cards for our viewers on YouTube. You are most welcome. It is wonderful to have an audience and to be able to communicate with you, to be able to bring a reading to you for this weekend. This weekend is also here in Europe. Well, I guess maybe it's just the UK and Ireland. I don't know about further afield what dates you celebrate, but it's Mother's Day on Sunday. So if your mum is interested in anything healing or card readings or mediumship or even art, you know, we can do art readings as well. An art reading is where I sit with someone's energy and sorry, two came up. I should probably show you. I sit with someone's energy and I'm just inspired to make marks on a piece of paper, to draw something, to use different colours. And then as I'm doing that, as I'm choosing the colour, something's coming through. And then in the end, when I have this image, I'm able to sit with it and see what wants to come through as well. So it's a really nice way to have a different kind of reading. And for me, it's great. It uses both the creative, but also the intuitive guidance. So let's have one more card, please. And then we can see where this reading wants to go. Oh God, there's quite a lot have come out. I might just put those in again because there's just too many and it just takes the story in a different direction. You know, you've got all of these cards and, well, we could go this way, we could go that way. So this one dropped out. Okay, so that's going to be my final one. Don't really know what it is because I haven't seen it properly. This is the underlying cards of the deck. So it's Four of Cups. Four of Cups, as I was saying, the cards have a specific meaning. So this one is boredom. This is someone who's a bit fed up, a bit bored, looking at the past, looking at what didn't work, in particular things related to love, things related to heart center, things that you had invested your heart in that didn't work, that failed, and you spend a lot of time analysing that or going over that, and you're not seeing this cup here. You're not seeing what's ahead. You're not seeing this opportunity that is arriving from the heavens. You're not seeing it because your eyes are in the wrong direction. So you can be a bit fed up, a bit bored with your lot. You're kind of feeling that stagnation, and because you're so focused on the past, you're not actually opening. You're not making yourself available to what could be right in front of you. You're just not seeing it. So let's have a look at what's that's telling us. So that's the underlying energy. So you could be at a point in life where you're feeling, you know, I think I've had enough of this, I'm ready for change. You could be thinking, why am I putting up with this? I'm fed up with the way I'm being treated. You could see a certain pattern because we had 3 cups that didn't work, so it's a pattern that's repeating. So that's not getting you what you want. That's not answering your question. That's not bringing you where you want to be. So it's about shifting that pattern and welcoming in this new energy, this other cup that was been handed to you. So the first card we have here for you is the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is a card of healing. So there's a certain amount of healing that's happening here, and in particular we would say healing of the heart. So if it is to do with love and failed love relationships, 3 cups that didn't work, or 3 elements of life that you were invested in that didn't come to anything, then this is saying that this is a period of healing the heart. This is a period of making the heart whole again, doing the work necessary. And the work necessary often is meditation. The work necessary often is rest. It can be lying down, having a nap when your body says, I can't, I need to sleep right now. Sometimes, especially with these energies and these astrological shifting planets, there's big astrological energy happening. There's a big movement in planets happening, and that affects us. And sometimes it's exhausting. So you may feel yourself overtired. You may find yourself at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, just, I can't keep my eyes open. So you may have to take that, listen to your body, take that rest, take that nap when you need to. There's also a sense of the meditation, the lying down to receive. So we've got the swords here, which are all about communication, ideas, inspirations. And sometimes you have to stop and you have to be quiet and you have to be still in order to receive those downloads. And they're coming in directed at your head here. But to receive them, we have to stop. Because if you're busy doing something, if you're in your work, if you're answering phones, if you're typing things up, you're not going to hear this. And it's a way to quiet yourself. And that's why meditation as a practice is a very good way to develop that intuitive listening, that hearing. It's taking yourself away from the crowds. It's taking yourself away from people. So there's a certain level of aloneness that might come with this. There's a certain level of, we all have our work to do. We all have our own development to do. And we can't do it in crowds of people. We need some isolation. We need some solitary time to do deep introspection, to let the healing come, to receive healing. When I'm offering healing to someone, I'm visual, it's particularly at distance. So if they're in front of me, it's me and them in the room. But if they are at distance, I'm visualizing them lying down on this healing bed. This healing technology is my ability to come in and connect with someone while they're alone in their room, while they're giving themselves that time for themselves. People are run ragged now. People have no time for themselves. And it's not a selfish thing, and it's not a lot of people don't know what to do at that time. So this is saying, if you feel the call to have healing, if you feel the call to have a session, this is saying it's probably time for that. It's communicating to you that this healing is in process. And what it sets us up for when we give ourselves that time, when we are exhausted, when we're tired, when we need that extra sleep, when we give ourselves that extra sleep, it gives us energy, it gives us vitality, it revitalizes our system and gives us this Fool card, which is new beginnings, new adventures. Now, he's very much offering his little rose here, so it could be a new adventure in love. It could be setting off on a new direction, because he's carrying a little knapsack with a few things in his knapsack. So he's not carrying the world on his shoulders. He's left a lot of stuff. In the year of the snake, he left everything behind. He's not dragging it with him. He's got a little pouch of personal belongings that he's taking, but he's taking it on a new adventure. He's setting off on this new direction, new beginnings. This is a lovely start. So you've done the healing, you've done the deep introspection, you've given yourself the adequate rest to repair your heart. You've spent a lot of time alone repairing your heart. And now you're ready to step forward. Now you feel revitalized. You've taken this heart energy and you're dressing in it. You're dressing in this red. You're dressing in this power, and you are enlivened. There is the butterfly here, which is showing us that this is transformation, that we are in this transformational period. We are stepping forward into transformation. The sun is shining on us, which gives us that element of hope and vibrant yang energy, that powerful moving forward energy. So there's certainly a good force of energy behind us. It's also connecting to the sun and to the the solar flare energy as well that affects us greatly, but which is setting us up for this new period in life, a new period, a new era in existence. The end of, I think they call it Kali Yuga. So it's an ending of a 12,000 year cycle and the beginning of a new cycle where everything's going to change. And you're also not alone. So the guy here has a little dog, so it's about companionship. So you're prepared to move forward into life, not being completely isolated in a room on your own anymore, but open to companionship. And be that a pet or other people, you're open to that. What we'll say with the Fool is just be careful, because you don't want to have your head in the clouds too much, because you might miss your footing, you might take the wrong step, you might be thinking, oh, today, sometimes you just think, oh, today's a wonderful day, and then something happens and it's just like, oh, I wasn't expecting that today, it's kind of ruined the day. I was coming in with so much energy and I wasn't expecting that to go wrong. So just, don't have your head too much in the clouds. Keep yourself firmly on the ground, feet planted on the earth, and look where you're going. Look at the direction you're going in. Which direction are you going in? Because this is a new study and this is a new investment. So Pentacles are all about money and work and study. And so the Page of Pentacles is often a new study, something that you're going to learn that may reap rewards, because we have the pentacle, so it's rewards. Now it's not growing into its fruition yet because it's only one pentacle and it's the page, but you can see we've sown lots of seeds here. We've got lots of seeds, and I always say the little hair running across this field is like springtime Easter. So something is growing, something is brewing, something is starting to root into the earth, and the shoots are appearing. We're seeing this now. We're seeing the shoots appear, the crocuses appear, the daffodils appear. So all that you've tended to over the winter months is starting to bear fruit. It's starting to push forward out of the earth. So that's saying to you everything that you worked on as well has rooted into the ground. And while it was being nurtured in the darkness of the ground and growing and rooting, giving it the strength to push through the earth, all of your hopes, wishes and dreams are the same. So you've got lots of things that you've been working on, and you're prepared to put the focus in and the work into this one thing which is going to deliver something back to you. But it's something you have to work at, so you have to do some effort in this. It's requiring some effort, and it's at its beginning stages, so it's not gone, which matches with the so we've got this period of isolation, repair, healing, meditation, introspection, moving towards this new beginning that we're stepping out into, a new adventure, this newness that's opening up for us. Oh, low battery. Hold on. Let me just go and plug in. Goodness me, it's all gone crazy today. Thank goodness for that. It just told me it was about to die. The whole screen just went dark. Now, where are my cards? Okay, so we're off on this new adventure. Where are we going? We're moving towards business. We're moving towards a course. We're moving towards some work that we're about to put some time and effort into. But it's in its infancy. And what is it delivering us? If we can stick with it, it's delivering us this Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is also something which is interesting, because it's money coming in, but we've not had to work for it. So this is a great gift of money. It can be inheritance, it can be a win. It's money coming from somewhere you weren't expecting it, but it's quite a lot of money. So there's money here, and it's almost like it's giving you the opportunity to move forward with something you've been wanting to do. And it most likely is to do with a career move. It most likely is to do with some work that you're interested in, some heart-centered business that you want to do, but you're going to be given the backing to do it. Something is going to come in that helps you do this, and it sets you off on this new path, and it is given freely. There's nothing required of you, and it's a long journey that you're going to go on, but you will have the financial means to do it. That's amazing. The Ace of Pentacles is one of the best cards, so do the lottery this weekend. And the final card here is the Two of Wands. So Two of Wands is someone looking off into the distance. So it's a contemplation in a sense, and it's a looking at their world and looking at the horizon. It's often connected to people who are overseas. So this connection to people who are overseas, this connection to a world overseas, could be to do with international communication, international connections, because you're in one place and the other place is, the other person or the other thing is over the water. It can be water separating you. So there's also this level of examining your world, examining where you are now, examining. So this is the idea that you've had, and you've managed to create the idea, you've managed to build it to the two. And so you've got something and you're not letting go. You're holding on firm, and you're just planning and organizing and looking out to the future and looking at where this can go. And there's this earthy, fiery, passionate drive within you, but you're prepared to examine your world closely and see what needs to happen next. So if you are on this adventure, if you have been given this substantial investment or injection of finance that helps you with this new business, that is this new beginning for you, that has happened because of the work you've done, then it's about how you want it to roll, how you want it to appear, where you want to be based. Are you communicating with people on an international level? Building that side of things. So there's a lot of movement here, there's a lot of creative work here, and there's a lot of new energy coming in, new beginnings. Ace of Pentacles. Possibilities are endless, and you're just starting to see this grow. You're just starting to see it show results. You're just starting to see the money come back in. The for your efforts that have gone into this, you're just starting to see the results of that. And as it progresses, as you have these two wands, you've got your idea and you manage to move forward with it and create something, and you're making it happen. But then it's important to, like we said with the card on the reel, which you'll see, it was about invention, it was about creation, it was about creativity. Sometimes when you're painting your ideal, when you've got ideas of how you want it to be, we can write down those ideas. But what I was given with this card, which is on the Instagram reel, storyboard it, draw it out, use your creativity. The wands are all about creativity as well. Use your creativity to draw out how you want it to be, what you want to express. So if you're bringing something forward, what is it? So examine your world closely, make plans, make storyboards, and see where that takes you, because there's definite movement, there's definite ending of that isolation and bringing what you have out into the world. This is a new start, and we're at the Two of Wands, so there's a lot more wands to go. There's a lot more we can move to, but we've certainly taken those first steps in creating something and trying to get it out there. So congratulations if that is you, if you've done something where you've decided to do consultations, you've decided to do podcasts, you've decided to put yourself in social media, whatever you've done just to push yourself out a little bit more, congratulations, because this is in line with what's coming through in the cards, okay? So, let's see what other decks I reach for. Oh, colour, okay. Thought I'd just reach and see what came. So what colour would help you during this time? And these are this is the Secret Language of Colour cards by Segal. So we can go off Ina's explanation, but also I often have my own explanation with colour, because I use a lot of it in my Art Shift workshop. That's my little art workshop where I help people connect to that stillness, and using colour and creativity. It's relaxing. It's a beautiful way to get guidance for yourself without knowing you're doing it, and shift into the alpha brain as well. So let's see what colour wants to come through to add to this message for whoever is watching today. If it resonates, let me know. If it's making sense, let me know. Give me a thumbs up if it works for you. Don't know if I'll get time to do a channel today, maybe a mini channel for you, mini message. There's a lot of high energy around for sure. And that's off planet energy. So I'm getting the around now. It's just like, yeah, it's not looking at your business. This is off planet stuff. So that maybe I'll do a quick message about that. So can we have a colour, please? Just one colour. Okay, I think that one's coming. So, azure. Well, that's the blue sky of spring, isn't it? And it's blue now. It was grey earlier, it's blue now. This is great. So we're looking at blue skies. We're looking at the sunshine. We're looking at the light. We're looking at the solar energy. It says protect yourself. 36, and it's 3 and 6, which is 9, 3, 6, 9, the magic numbers. What is this telling me now? So it is saying about solar flares, which is connecting me to electronics. So make sure your electronics are backed up. Make sure your solar flares are, if the solar flare goes off, it may throw our electronics and our technology out, depending. They have talked about that, haven't they? They've talked about the 3 days of darkness. So because it's showing me the light and it's showing me protect yourself, I'm just linking into that. It might also be use white light as spiritual protection. You might want to bring in the white light and surround yourself in a white bubble or a bubble of light, and use that as you go around every day. When you step outside your front door, before you open the door to go outside, surround yourself in a bubble of light. Oh, my nose is running. They always do this. Sometimes I surround myself in a bubble of blue, which is Archangel Michael's protective bubble. So we've got the blue of Archangel Michael, or the light of the white light, divine light as well. It says, azure purifies your aura and strengthens your connection to divine, leading you to discover your truth and empowering you to make important life choices. Immerse yourself with azure rays to protect yourself from negative, dense energies and to find your center. Breathe in azure rays of light to feel safe and secure, imagining an azure bubble of light that surrounds and protects you. Say, I ask divine healing light to surround me with love, peace, and healing. Please bar any dense energy from entering my space and affecting me. Thank you. Do this for yourself and your loved ones, wherever you would like some added protection. So that's it, bring in the light for added protection. Okay, so Archangel Michael's blue light, or the divine white light. Okay, let's go to a ask your guides. This one keeps coming up. I'm not going to do a reading on that. One keeps coming up, but it's about, or it's about the travesties that we're hearing about in the world, and it's a difficult card, so we're not going to do that for this weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend. I'm not going to do those either. I want to give you a nice reading. Do you ever do that for yourself and you go, oh no, those aren't the cards I want? Let's put it back in. Can we have a Mother's Day message or a message in connection with these? Okay, I am in denial. A connection, a card connecting, it's too many. Connecting to this read. Okay, connecting to this read. That's too many as well. I'm hearing, oh my God, they're all over the place. I'm hearing, why are you not listening? Let's go over there and get them. Okay, thank you. That's just one. So we'll stick with that. Okay. Oh, so at the bottom of the deck, we have new beginnings. So that's double new beginnings, because the Fool in the card is all about new beginnings. So it's the same. Walking through, moving through this new doorway. Divine Father. So that's the yang, the sun, the divine masculine. Moving forward, that energy of moving forward. And you're being directed, and it's setting you, it's number 11 as well, which is a great number. And it's setting you forward on a new journey. So you're moving through this, you're being assisted into moving through this new doorway. And it's very cosmic. It's got stars here as well, which is very cosmic. And it's bringing me to this one, which is denial. And what I'm actually seeing in this one is two people and beam me up. So it's either people or galactic friends, and it's the beam is coming from the heavens. So this is like, we are in denial of our galactic friends. We are in denial of our galactic neighbors. We are not willing to see. We are only willing to see one way of life. We are not willing to see the other way. And we must remove this blindfold. We must take this blindfold off, because we are going to be shown what has been here all along. The spotlight is going to be shown on what is here with us all along. And if you look at this fellow, he's a classic galactic, right? He's a classic galactic. He's appearing, most of the time I would have seen him as human, but in this sense, I'm not. So we are denying our galactic friends, and it's 22, another master number. So we've got 11, we've got 22. There is going to be new information coming in. There's going to be a spotlight shone on this, on our cosmic neighbors, on our cosmic brothers and sisters, on our cosmic cousins, on our cosmic family. We are going to be awakened to this, and we are going to need the divine helpers to come in when this happens, because we will find this difficult to stomach. We will find this difficult to understand. We will find this difficult to receive visually. And it's also, we talk ourselves out of it, and we have an opinion on something. We have one way of seeing something, but we're not seeing the full story. Something is being still, and many people are talking about disclosure. So this may be saying that we're only going to be seeing one side. It may be the side that they decide to show to us, the side that they decide to shine the light on. That's what they're showing to us. But yeah, that's I've never read that card like that before, so that's interesting. And then we've got priorities, which again would link me to the realities of our everyday, and how we have to make sure we have a stock at home. We had that with the Azure, with the solar flare possibility, with the affecting technology, affecting supplies, things like that are happening right now. We have to make sure our priorities are in order. We have to make sure we've got enough food in the house, enough water in the house, enough canned goods in the house to last us 3 days of darkness should it happen. We are certainly on a path, and we need to prioritize what's important to us, prioritize our health, prioritize our spiritual development, prioritize our family, prioritize where we're moving to. We're being shown this path, we're being given this opportunity, and that's come up again and again here. This moving forward through this doorway, this moving forward through this path, being given the investment, being given the support. Everything that we need is being given to us so we can walk this path. And it's master teacher, it's 1 and 2, which works out to be a 3. So again, 3, the magic numbers. Okay, interesting. So I have one more deck. Let's have a look at that. And this is one which often has a real link with the tarot. So it's Priestess of Light. And that's by Sandra and Kimberly Weber. So let's see. For the final card, we'll keep this short because there's a lot in there. If you want me to read on anything in particular, did you know Steven Spielberg has a new movie coming out called Disclosure? I saw the trailer for it today. And it's one of these things, a certain amount of it is trying to break people into disclosure. But they get so much wrong. And is it because for dramatic effect and for movie ability, they want the movie to sell, they want the movie to draw people in. Before I come out, they want the movie to draw people in, so they make it dramatic and they make it twist a little bit of things. And sort of my personal experience is different to maybe what they're saying is the true story. So we have to be wary of that. We have to be wary of someone trying to blindfold us, someone trying to cover our eyes so we only see one side or we only see one version. And so be mindful of that with regards to a lot of the movies that are about aliens or galactics, that type of thing. So the first card is very interesting because it's Divine Feminine, and it's this magnetic receptive power. So she is connected to the earth here, but she's also connected to the sun. And there's a hawk here on her hand, which is about the higher viewpoint, looking at things from the highest aspect. And interestingly enough, we also have the Divine Masculine, and it says electric active power. And so in this one, she's connecting the light to the ground, and in the Divine Masculine, the light is coming from above. So there's a masculine and feminine energy. There's a balance coming in. You might see it like the two of... Oh my god, I hit something there. What's going on today? Technology. You might see it like the Two of Wands. So you've got the powerful light of the feminine and the powerful light of the masculine. You're holding on to both. You're combining both. You're using both. You're working with both. So this is about working with these two energies. You're working with magnetic receptive power, so learning how to be more yin, how to receive. And then when needed, you're going to be more masculine energy, which is more electric, more active. So it's the dynamic between the two. It is never fully one or fully the other, like the yin-yang symbol. We are fluxing between both. At its nth degree, it's already moving into the other. And then at its nth degree, it's already moving back into the other. So it's a dance, it's a balancing. So it's about trying to harness that and balance that and receive that solar energy, receive that divine power. Absolutely receive it, and then bring it forward onto the earth. Bringing that divine power onto the earth for healing. And then the next cards we have summoning power. Instinct, intellect, control. And she's beautiful here. She's got a massive sun behind her. She's got the wolves, and she's summoning power from the sun. So again, there's a powerful sun here. A lot of solar energy, a lot of divine light. So I want to say here that this is about connecting to that light and using that light, which is, it's about instinct and intellect, but you have a natural instinct and intuitive connection to light. It's what you're made of. So it's about summoning the power of that light, harnessing it, and learning how to work with it, learning how to control it. You've got beautiful wolves here, but she has sort of mastery over the wolves. They are at her service. So it's about knowing how to draw divine light into your world and intellectually use it, and because it can be overwhelming, so we have to monitor or play with the light, in the sense that we're able to manage it. We have to manage the light. And then telepathy comes in. That's a beautiful card. And here we have the wolf again, but a dark wolf, a black wolf. So we've gone from the white wolves to the black wolves. This is just so interesting. And she has the antler, and she also has the antler. A lot of links in these cards, and this is telepathy, and this is also 22. So we had the 22 with the denial card, the cosmic era that's upon us. We're going to be shown a certain amount. We're going to be overwhelmed, so we need the divine to come and help us. But there is a telepathic nature coming forward as well. This ability to communicate with the unseen, this ability to have information. A lot of people are talking now about remote viewing, so where you can project yourself to a different place and you can see things, and that would be very much distance healing can be like that. So you're in a different place and you're able to see and feel and know things. So it's this knowing, this inner knowing that is developing, and it's this transmission, perception, communication. So this is coming on board with this. So there's a certain amount of transmission, communication, and knowing that is coming forward. So it's and the galactic races don't necessarily speak like we speak. They often connect with us telepathically. So that's where we've gone. Telepathic connection with the galactics is coming forward, and we have to use our instincts, our natural instincts, and control this, learn how to manage it, learn how to connect with these beings. I did say there's higher beings, didn't I? And that takes training and development, personal development, spiritual development, to be confident and comfortable to do that. And I'm a person who does that. But yes, it does take practice to get to the point where you are comfortable and you're able to manage a situation. But there's certainly, this is talking about disclosure, talking about communicating with those realms, having that antenna linked in. That's what channeling is. It's almost like we stick our antlers up and we let that telepathic communication come through. We're able to perceive images, we're able to receive the messages. It is a transmission, and often when the words come through, even just like this, whatever is coming through is a transmission to help you in some way. And this is going to be the communication of the future. So this is where we're going. But it might be a bit difficult for people to grasp right now. But there's much change ahead. There's much finance to support you in moving forward into this work. Whatever type of work it is. It can be energetic work. New beginning, new energy which is coming through. But it's asking you to, when the opportunity comes, to take it, to take hold of it, but to design it and plan it, design how you want it to be. You're being given this new energy, you're balancing the masculine and feminine, everything's coming into balance. So everything you've been working on is finally in this balanced situation, which is allowing you to step forward allowing you to connect to that divine light, allowing you to summon that power, summon the healing power, summon the angelic power, summon the galactic power. Communicate. That might be where you're going. That might be what your work becomes, because you've done that healing, you've done that time on your own, you've done that introspection. You've worked with the masculine, you've worked with the feminine. You understand the solar divine light. Protect yourself during this phase. Prioritize. Make sure certain things are in place so you can move forward. And you might have to leave things behind. That's what prioritize means as well. You might have to leave certain things behind because other things take priority and they require your attention now. That's where your attention should be. That has been a very interesting end to the read. Thank you so much for being here. It is wonderful to have you watching, to have you listening. Any information you have, anything that resonates, anything you think might be helpful to others, you can leave in the comments. But yeah, there's a time changing, there's a big disclosure coming, and your work or my work might be in helping that come through. I have been told that before. So this is kind of signaling that, yeah, we're pretty much there now. Blessings. If you have any questions on any of that, you can get in touch with me. The ways will be below. My email and my website. You can book healings, you can have readings, but get in touch with me, or just leave a comment if you think it made sense to you, or whenever this comes, you might watch it tonight, you might watch it in a week's time, and it might make more sense in a week's time, who knows. But I really wanted to bring forward a reading. I've missed doing it for you, and I really wanted to do that for you, and it's so enjoyable to me as well, because it's telling me something, it's telling me what I need to get ready for as well. So I hope you enjoyed the cards, and I will see you again next time. All the best. Bye.